Hey, good morning. Welcome to another morning broadcast. If this is your first time, we meet weekdays, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to discuss our game plan. I deploy a strategy, or my strategy is to find momentum stocks, stocks that are highly volatile, with stocks that have a significant catalyst, that have elevated volume, or that are trending. I'm primarily long based, and my uh, my strategy, my selection is normally stocks that are between $1.30, $1.40, especially, and that's what I'll be mainly discussing on the call. So some of the stocks like the Nvidias, the Teslas, some of the higher price stocks, I'll trade those, but I may not discuss those on this call because most of the audience are starting off with smaller accounts, building accounts. So I'll prioritize the lower priced names. But if you do have a question about any others, please drop your comment in the chat, and I will do my best to answer your question. If you enjoy the stream, please smash the like button, subscribe, and share with others who you think can benefit from it. All right, so let's get to it. All right. I typically begin with overall market to get a sense of the type of market that we are in. And I adjust my trading to fit the market. So overall, we've been discussing indices being within this range, and it's just been staying in the range. And I said 2 weeks ago that the best case scenario is likely that the indices will will range. That's the best case scenario. We need a significant catalyst to see more upside, but there's a lot of uncertainty that we can attribute to Trump, his tweets, headlines, the tariffs, the war, trade wars. The uncertainty will diminish the confidence of most of the businesses and a lot of the economy, right? So we are in a heavily headline-driven market right now. So when we're ranging like this, I'm looking for stocks that have their own catalysts, that they're insulated from that. Some of the themes even that we're working aren't. There are a few that are, but some that we were trading last year, we were trading themes that were trending for multiple weeks. All right, we still have a few, but I think that we'll have to stay nimble. We'll have to have a short-term memory almost. We trade a few names 1 day or 2 days, maybe three max, and then we switch over to others. So that's what we're looking at right now. Thursday ranged, dipped on Friday, but we're still overall within the larger range. We can see that across SPYs, Qs, and even IWM, small cap index. Peace. Morning. All right. So let's dive into some individual names. Now, one that I'm gonna be looking at closely is SMCI. So SMCI, this one, it has there's earnings this week on this is Tuesday, right? Yeah. So tomorrow we have earnings. Not yet. So PPI and CPI, I talked about in our weekly review that I do. But yeah, so we'll be looking at PPI, CPI. Powell is going to be testifying as well. We may go live and watch the test. We may go live around that time as well. But we'll see. Yeah, so definitely I'll be taking a look at PPI and CPI to see if those those numbers will impact the indices. But it's likely that it may not have a significant effect unless the numbers are, they're printed, much higher or much lower, right, than expected. Then we can have a knee-jerk reaction that we could potentially take advantage of. So we'll see. So SMCI, this one has been heating up. This is they have earnings that are coming up, and we saw Wednesday started to grind higher Thursday and Friday, right? It's been trending, just stepping up multiple days and then gapped up this morning, right? So we may have a situation where we have a dip, an opportunity to buy, or we may have a potential continuation on our hands. So SMCI, would definitely take a look at SMCI. The scan has been a little light this morning. We had a few little plays, which I'll discuss, but I'm gonna go through those with fresh news first that are on my list. Another one that popped up due to earnings, which I'm not sure how to play out. Not much volume at all traded, but this one is up on earnings. It's up over 20%. So I'll see it falls within our price range. So we'll see how if this one at the open, if we have volume. Right now, it's not. We don't have much pre-market volume, but that can change. That can definitely change. So we'll see. All right. One that we see on the scan, PMBK. I don't have a catalyst for it, but the float turnover is really good. So it pushed up pre-market when most of the trading starts to begin around 6 a.m. East CST, 7 a.m. Eastern. We have a pullback here, and then price rallies, and then it fades, but it's back on support. We have some pre-market levels that we could potentially be trading. So let's see how that one pushes at the open. Okay. All right. Let's look at a few of the names that we've been keeping that we traded last week. Some of those have really good price action, very good positioning. So BBAI, this one took off. There was a contract, it had a contract with the U.S. Defense Department, okay? And it rallied Wednesday, went flat Thursday, pulled back, and then Friday, we were trading it. So this one is actually sitting on top of Friday's high of day. So let's see how BBAI, if it has more legs or not. All right. So I have my eye on APPS. This one reported earnings Thursday, second day played, Friday worked out, Thursday, I'm sorry. Earnings Wednesday, post-market, Thursday, beautiful momentum that we took advantage of. And then Friday dipped and we had buying. And then it went flat into the close, and post-market, pre-market has just, we see lateral movement. So we may have opportunity where price dips back to support, and we may be able to buy the dip, or if it breaks the high of day on Friday's high of day, then we may have some more upside potential. So nice momentum there. Wow, ads in the middle of the live stream. Yeah, I don't know about it. So yeah, we working. Okay. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I was looking at NSLP. I was going to talk about it. It wasn't one of the names that I was the highest on the list for me, because I was just looking at. So if we look at yesterday, this was back Friday. Look at the overall picture, right? It's on a downtrend, and we had a pump here on. This was back in January 31st. It pumped. We had some trading, and then it faded. So I do see that right now it has excellent float turnover. After the spike, it attempts to push and then it fades. So uh, we'll see. See, I already have the levels here. Want to see if we are going to reclaim this 280 level and potentially VWAP, right? So if we are are we able to? What I'm going to be looking at is I want to see if we were able to reclaim this level here, and if we are, then we could potentially have buys there. So that one, just setting alarms here. As of right now, it looked like it may fade, but I'll have alarms set. Okay. All right. Okay. PLTR. Jeez. So it's higher price stock. I just feel compelled that I must discuss it because it's excellent play. Earnings kicked in. We had some trade. Earnings was on Monday post market. Price pushed. Well, before that, let's jump down to just two more on the lower end, and then we'll come back up and talk about PLTR. Because as I mentioned, I'm going to focus on lower price stocks on this call. Okay, so so this one gaps down on earnings, and it's either going to set up for a short here, just a really huge massive move to the downside here. This is about 13%. Now it pulls back, and either we have a clear short for those that are shorting, or we reclaim that level. So we'll see, or it may short and then bottom out and then reclaim 50 level. Okay, so we'll see. So on a bad report, it's a bad report. All right, Pinterest earnings popped, sold yesterday, and then it starting to bottom out. So let's see if it's gonna if we have another move to the upside, or if there's a continuation lower. Okay, so that's Pinterest. And then we talked about SMCI and one other one, Roblox. My kids play Roblox. Another interesting one. So this one reported earnings on, this was Thursday, and then it bounced at the open. It goes flat, and so let's see what happens if we're going to see another bounce, or we'll see it retesting some of these levels. So this may be a reversion type of play. We have this massive dive. We had a bounce. We look at this on the 5 minute, right? So massive dive, and then it reclaimed. So that's a reversion play. Then it's been holding the support level. Okay. Hey, Epic FX Trading. I talked about Dow early, so just rewind and you'll hear what I say about Dow. Then you can ask me a question. If you have any specific questions, let me know. Okay. All right. So PLTR. This one has just been running incredibly. Even all the way back last year, it was at $40. Now it's at 111. And then earnings come out, and earnings typically will reset. Right, it will reset the move. So we may see more highs created on PLTR. So that's one. And then the last one I'm going to cover is from my list are the energy names. I'm going to be watching OKLO, SMR, NNE. So this one has been just rallying aggressively, and so you'll see SMR as well rallying. NNE. So that basket with OKLO leading the way. Some of these, like when OKLO pops, we'll see NNE, SMR popping as well. But OKLO is the strongest one from the bunch. Okay. All right. Let's see what else you got. Talk to me in the chat. Let's see. We looked at NSLP. Let me check the scan. Anything popped up since MNTS? Just checking for headlines. Drop what you're looking at in the chat, and I will take a look. Momentous awarded expansion of Defense Department contract for assembly of large structures in space. Okay, I see his volume starting to increase. So let's see what happens with Momentous. Excuse me. Momentous. All right. Let me run through BDRX. BDRX. Why did I miss BDRX? What? Oh, I see. I missed BDRX because okay, I got it. I got it. All right, cool. I received USDA fast track designation for ERAPA and familial. Okay. USDA fast track designation. That seems like a good catalyst. And let's see what the volume is. Oh, that's why. The float is 36 billion, 360 billion. So, well, on my side, that's what it's showing. So let's see. All right. Let's see. I think that it's a large float, so we're gonna need some volume to push that. Let's see. But yeah. I'm gonna set alarms here, and we may trade it, but it just has a humongous float. All right, AVGO. Drop what you're looking at in the chat, and I will analyze it. And we talked about AVGO back when we had the dip and potential reversion. It looks like it started to trend and started to show signs of topping out. So yeah, it's either going to continue short here or reclaim this level. That's how I'm seeing AVGO. NSLP, talked about that one already. I have not talked about REKR though. Yeah, this one. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it'll short. I'm not sure about the volume, but yeah, I look to see how volume. There's a surge in volume at the open, and it looks like it may be shorting, or if it reclaims that level, then it can be buys there. From a price action standpoint, I'm not sure what's going on with it. Doesn't look like it doesn't not much movement right now in the pre-market. All right, United States Steel Company. Surges on pledges from Trump. right, so some volatility around tariffs on X. I think we talked about this in our group, how X could be impacted by. See, I have these levels here already. So yeah, let's see how volume price action plays out on X. Good man, are there any low cost option plays you like today? Which is your most favorable? Thanks. Not sure why I bought on TOS to float a 600K for BDRX. Yeah, I may look around, but yeah, for me it's showing that it's 361 billion, but it's up 100%. So maybe, I mean, I could be wrong on this side. So we can check another. Actually, we can check. Let's check TradingView. See what TradingView says. Because my scan can be wrong. Absolutely. Let's see, float. It's 8:23. 7 minutes until the open. Shares float. And let's see, where are we at? Float's not reported on TradingView. All right. Well, this is what we do know. We know it's up 100%, right? So let's see what how volume plays out. Let's CVD, and I'll add it on the list. All right, just a few more. Roseboro. Just rewind, and you'll see those that I talked about, that I discussed already. Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on the larger cap stocks, but Apple is approaching this support level. It's just been ranging for a few days. This was last Monday, so ranging between these two levels. And this is a midpoint within the range. So I look at it from that perspective. Look for any potential news or catalysts that could impact Apple, and rely on price action. PDYN, it was on our list a few times, but is there anything going on? Oh yeah, so AI hype, right? So I talked about BVAI. The reason I may focus on one name over the other is because if what puts a ticker in play for me will be a significant catalyst, like this one had, it was awarded a contract from U.S. Defense Department. Okay, so that right there will likely accelerate, even though AI itself, that theme, that basket, we may be looking at the PDYNs, the SoundHound AIs, and some of the other tech companies. When there's a catalyst, and the catalyst can accelerate the move, right? So PDYN, it's taking advantage of the AI rally. So I just look at volume. If there's another AI ticker that has better volume, then I'd take a look at that one, or its own catalyst. Otherwise, it's breaking levels. It ranged, broke out of that ranged. I'm sorry, it ranged Thursday, broke out of the range, and then now it's sitting on the high of day. So I mean, it appears to be like it's gonna. It appears like it's gonna continue. All right, so good. So it's a good one. All right, so I didn't talk about the RGTIs of the world, but those are still on my list, and there's a few others that I didn't talk about. But I always have a watch list, and I have my game plan. The game plan are, they consist of the stocks that are in play because of volume that I'll have up on the board. Then I'll set alarms on the others. Like if RGTI starts to break out, some of the other tickers that I have on watch, they start to break out, then I'll trade them. Okay. All right. I hope y'all have a great day. and look forward to talking to you all in the morning. If you like the stream, please smash the like button. If you're enjoying it, please smash the like button, subscribe, and follow your game plan. Have a great day. All right, bye-bye. Hey, Rashid, you have to reach out to me on IG. Tell me about the project. All right? Thanks, man.